we are live, and we will be doing. And today is the double feature for this week of the Adventures of Cynder A. We will be continuing where we left off. Last we left off, we was going to help Minago with some things. So let's get into it. I'm pleased to report the Empire is short 3 soldiers. Not that any self-respecting legis would be sorry to lose them. Ouch. They were so pathetic that they would not be upset about losing them. Actually, that's not too bad. That actually doesn't look too bad. And I didn't read. I'm sorry. I'm not reading today. Well, I screwed that one up. Okay, now where we go? But yeah, so today is just going to be... So next week, it's going to be completely random. I don't know what we're going to be doing next week. But like I said, a lot of things will be not doing a lot of things, but things. More soldiers? I didn't think they come this far west. But better be safe than sorry. We're clear. Only Alliance patrols ahead. You said the force of Caspian Orans were under the command of the Flame General Adam, did you not? By Raga, the bull of Alamigo himself. I never dreamed I'd have a chance to meet the legend. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that Ravon is like this big important guy. Oh no. You didn't see anything. All these see. Keep running. And boom. Cutscene time.
It is good to see you again, my friends. I hope you are here to tell me you have made contact with the Resistance.
We are, General. Allow me to introduce Minago of Rolga's Reach.
At your service, sir. And may I say what an absolute honor it is to stand before the Bull of Alamigo.
These are not the Blood Sands, girl. You and I are but soldiers on a battlefield fighting for the same cause.
As you say, General.
Let her have her little moment of a fangirl. Like, let her have her little moment of being a fangirl. You don't get to see it often. But let her have her moment.
On behalf of Commander Kemp of the Alamigan Resistance, I present to you our formal response.
Good. I'm glad we've reached an accord. Though I was not aware you had suffered such losses.
Yep. The Griffin screwed everything up.
Aye. Some of our finest took part in the Griffin's doomed assault, and we've been struggling to find new recruits ever since. The massacres cast a pall over the whole resistance, and many who might once have been open to joining us have since thought better of it.
After all of the Griffin's false promises, one can hardly blame them. They have no desire to give their lives for a lost cause.
We will not lie to them. This is war, and lives will be lost. Yet what we offer is not the fever dream of a madman, but true hope.
The people need proof of this, Father. Let us show it to them. I say we stand shoulder to shoulder with our new allies and engage the Garleans in open warfare. The Resistance must demonstrate that they can hold their own against Imperial regulars. And with our assistance, I am confident they can do just that. If we can achieve even a token victory, I believe it will serve to rekindle the hope of the Alamegan people and inspire them to rise up once more.
Aye. Once word spread that we'd won a battle against the Garleans, I'd wager we'd have new recruits flocking to us from malms around. The question is, when and where do we strike?
I'm glad you asked. I have a plan.
See, Pippin is probably the only Lalafell that I trust. Because he hasn't tried to kill me yet. Or stuff me into a new outfit. Our scouts recently informed me of an interesting development at Castrum Vadona. Dina? Namely, the arrival of a shipment of rumored to have come from the research and development facilities near the capital containing prototype Magitech armor. It is our assessment that this armor is to be tested here, most likely against Alliance forces, mayhap before the day is out. Damn it all! More Magitech weapons? That's the last thing we need. Your concerns is not unwarranted, but we needn't despair just yet. The shipment is thought to have contained a single heavy unit and one or two support units. With a well-laid ambush, we are confident we can destroy them all, hindering their development and delaying future deployment. And should we carry this out as a joint endeavor with the Resistance, they will have their rallying cry. It would mean dropping all pretenses about the Alliance not wanting to go to war with the Empire, but you have a lot more folk willing to stand up and fight if they knew they weren't alone. And you were going to have to do it eventually anyway. Exactly. So what I propose is simple. We harry their patrols to bait them into bringing their prototype weapon to the east end, where our resistant allies will take them from behind. Simple, indeed, and well within our capabilities. I see no reason to delay, especially if a field test is imminent. What say you? Assuming that the large marshall's intelligence is accurate, I agree with his assessment, and fully support his plan. I shall notify my comrades at once. Understood. I shall have one of my men bring the details of the plan anon. And we, for our part, will be fighting with the Alliance, yes? I somehow doubt you would continue to sit this one out. first quest done. Gladiator Orm, Marauder Orm, Dark Knight Orm, Samurai Orm. We've been careful to avoid neither so force this side of the wall, but that's all about to change. When it does, you may be sure they'll send their new toys out to entertain us. I would ask you to participate in this operation, but from that look I see, it is a foregone conclusion. My thanks. Per Pippin's plan, we need to turn East End into an Imperial graveyard. You've dabbed hand at this, and I'd be a fool not to use you. Head to this spot on your map right here. Aye, a patrol should be along shortly. Deal with them, then rendezvous with the rest of us at this location. Go well, Cynder. But yeah, there's a lot of things going on lately. Like, there's a lot of people talking and discussing about Skull and Bones. And a lot of people talking about TV series too. Like, Sonic Prime ended like either a month or a couple of weeks ago. And people are a bit upset about it. Because they're saying it's like, the show was so good, why is it being canceled? Why are you stopping? And all that. And I'm like, yeah, it was really good. Like, hey, that was probably the best song so I've seen in a while. Like, the last good one I had to say would probably have been Sonic X. Sonic X was good. I really wish there was an English translation of the Japanese version of it. Because 4-kid version, well, we all know 4-kids like to really dull things now, so I say. It makes certain scenes less dramatic, as it were. Especially with the certain scenes, like when Bandicoot pulled a gun on Pegasus and basically said, "Nah, fam." And just like in the manga, I think he had Bandicoot kill himself with a gun, because his hand turned into the gun and he had it pointed at his head. In the TV, so I think he just fell through the floor. Really? You're gonna follow me this far? You're all. But yeah. Oh, time to do some war. All went to plan, then? Good. Yes. Our scout reports that the unit escorting the prototype weapon has left Castello del Dania. The resistance is already in position, and so we have but to wait for our guests to arrive. I'm 61, so that won't matter.
Things looked grim for us after Cartano, didn't they? Oh, how they doubted us. Yet here we are, right as rain, with fancy new toys to put through their paces. It's like all my name days have come at once! Well, 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 if it isn't Garland's little troublemaker. I can't wait to see the look on Xenos' face when I bring him your head. That is, if my secret weapons here don't grind it into mush. Attack! Get after them, damn you!
This is fun.
Now I've gotcha.
How about a little bit? A little AoE. Do a little AoE. Cut down a whole bunch of them at once. And dodge that. Hold on. He's up to something.
You'll be weeping blood!
as a raging bull!
Oh, no, I died. Okay, let's take two. That was my fault.
Things looked grim for us after Carton. Get after them, damn you!
Just cutting in. Holy crap, I barely did. I might need to get some better items before I do this. Or a better jump.
Now I've gotcha!
We have secret weapons of great power. Let's use them.
You'll be weeping blood!
Oh god, I fucked up there. Oh god, I'm dead. When you accidentally hit Super Bowl line, you're like, oh my god, I'm dead.
Tizona! as a raging bull!
You big fire me coming through. Hang you up. Can't be happening, not again. Ooh, he who fights and runs, what the? Ooh, in 7 health are you lot? For al amigo, let none escape. You were screwed the moment you came forward. Limit break will be good here. Time to send the man-child running away.
Oh! Damn it all! Miracles of Magitech design, my arse! I've passed harder stools than these piles of scrap. You'll pay for this! Mark my words, the next...
Bloody coward.
Aye, run and tell your viceroy. The day belongs to El Amigo! Yeah!
Yeah!
We're done. Well done, all of you. I call this operation a resounding success. Can't say I'm surprised. The Bull of Alamigo had an impressive military record before he went west, as I recall. Credit where it's due, Master Kep. 'Tis Marshal Tipton who made this plan, and all of you, Resistance and Alliance alike, who carried it out to perfection. Aye, they did. Not a single casualty, for which I'm grateful beyond words. I have no doubt our comrades back at the Reef will feel the same, as will ours. It's been a pleasure, General. Till the next battle. Anago, I leave the Scions in your care. We shall return to the castrum. Then, Cynder, Mistress Sylvia, once more you have my thanks. As Master Kemp said, until the next battle. That brute of an Imperial officer was forced to be reckoned, wasn't he? A fool, mayhap, but he held his own against the Flame General. No, he's still a fool. I heard the stories, but to actually see you in action, I almost found myself pitying the Imperials. Seriously, though, it was inspirational. But you must be tired hearing that, eh? I'll keep it simple then. Thanks for the help out there. Finally! Alright. Actually, hold on. I need to see something. Fire blade. What is... I forget if you... Like, I am... Like, 16. Do we have anything? Nope. Yeah. Oh no, we'll be right back. Nope. Lower deck. We'll gain some better gear real quick. Or at least a better gunblade. Oh god, I forgot how busy Limzo is during this time. I should have more than enough for a gunblade. It's only like I'm only getting a 3% like not even a 3% increase. I guess we can hold out. Do I mean like all like really just yeah, this stuff is better. I don't know why. Was I just like, yeah, I was, you know you're tired when you're like, when you're like super tired, you're not looking at numbers or anything, you're just like, this looks cool, I'm gonna put it in. I kind of nerfed myself. I had accidentally nerfed myself. I'm like, oh, why am I not doing like more damage? And then I'm like, oh, duh, I'm dumb. 62 is actually a big jump right there. Alright. How did you play that? Alright, I'm now on my main quest, so I can't do my only play. There you are. Fully repaired. I'm a back unit. Gotta love it when you accidentally nerf yourself because you're too tired to look at something. So, I don't think we get any new skills right away for that, but I do want to reorganize my hotbar real quick, so give me a second. And that's all my... I think that's all my defense commands. Now keep that there, keep that there. Oh, now I remember why I wanted to switch out, because this was There we go. Okay, and I don't think I'm missing any more skills right now. Alright. Put that there. Heart of Stone. There we go. Oh no, we already have that. There we go. That's everything. Yep. Oh, wait, LB. I'm like... There. Just in case I do need it. You don't get anything else until like ding. You don't get that till 80, 82. Wow. And roll. I have my Rampart, I have Energet, I have Cirque, I have Reprisal, I have Low Blow, Provoke, Almost Light. Yep, I got all my abilities, so we're good to go. And that's 800 right there. That's a whole lot. But yeah. Oh my god. God. It was him. Okay. Oh, now you want to run away. But yeah, so we're gonna... There's not much to really say or do right now, but we're just gonna continue the story. And now that I'm not like dead as tired trying to do this, we can actually not nerf ourselves into the ground. There's a trident, there's a rogue, and there's a seal for Talon. Well, there's no reason to remain here any longer. Let's go back to the Reach. Boom. But yeah, there's not much to really say. That I was just so tired, and I didn't want to be like, okay, let me just cancel that and we'll redo it later. I was like, nah, I'll just do it while tired, see how well we do. Turns out we did pretty darn well for ourselves. But yeah, so there's not much really going to be happening right now until probably at least the April update for Destiny, so there won't be any Destiny 2 content. But also, I'll just be switching between Frontiers of Pandora until we finish that, and, well, the Adventures of Cynder. Unless I decide to do, throw in a couple of dungeon runs here, a couple of things there. Or I'm streaming with someone I wouldn't normally get to stream with. You didn't have to take part in the operation, but you did. You went above and beyond what was asked of you, without hesitation, and for that we owe you a debt. Our victory may not count for much in practical terms, but its symbolic value can't be overestimated. Alliance and Resistance fighters came together in the face of the Imperial unit, equipped with Garlean's newest weapons, and smashed them. The people will remember this day. Aye, that they will, and for it marks the beginning of something far greater than a single victory. The beginning of a campaign by the united Eorzean to drive the Garleans from our lands. Promises and platitudes mean naught without action, but the Alliance took the field and risked their lives for our cause. To think the last time Garlean troops trod this soil was more than a century ago during the Autumn War, and that was to defend against our invasion. Ours is a long and bloody history, monsieur, and it gives me heart to see that despite our acropolis past, we can still come together for the sake of the future. Well said, Commander, which is why I intend to go from village to village and spread the word of our victory in our new alliance. The people will flock to our banners, just you wait and see. Cynder, Alize, can't thank you enough for your assistance. And we're just gonna take those materia. Owing to the efforts of you all, we have accomplished a great deal in a short time. The Resistance thanks you for your services, Scions. I see operations here have proceeded apace in my absence. Welcome back, brother dearest. I take it your efforts to gather new recruits were successful? Indeed. There were several amongst the Scion twins that were quite eager to take part in our joint endeavor with the Resistance, who I came to present. Commander Kip, if I may, my name is Avidas Lentinus, a half-breed, as you can no doubt tell. I'm here to fight for a free Alamigo. For an Alamigo where women like my mother are never made to suffer. I pray you grant me this honor. You are a true-born son of Gribania, same as me. This is not my honor to grant, but yours to take freely. Welcome, brother. Welcome, my brother. With our swelling ranks and aid of the Eorzean Alliance and the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, I believe we will soon be in a position to seize the initiative. Once our new recruits have received significant training, I will propose to General Adan that we draw up plans for our assault on Castron Ladon. Then in the meantime, we make what preparations we can. And there's our friend. Or soon-to-be friend.
Alliance forces have occupied Castrum Orients and taken up positions along the length of the wall. Our patrols have engaged their reconnaissance parties on site, but there have been no significant exchanges, save one. A unit tasked with field-testing prototype Magitech weapons was attacked. The weapons were destroyed, with the unit sustaining near-total casualties.
Near total? Go on.
My lord, there was but a single survivor from the unit in question, which falls under my command. According to his report, they were ambushed by a contingent of Eorzean Alliance regulars, abetted by resistance insurgents.
A simple ambush and only one survivor. A fine day's work. The stubbornness to survive is not without worth. He may live. However, the 12th is no place for the weak.
He shall be relegated at once, my lord. As you say, the 12th is no place for cowards who count their lives more precious than the cause.
Indeed, indeed. We have no need of cowards.
My lord,
Cowards, who defer critical missions to their subordinates, who hide within their castra, never meeting their prey in battle, never staring into the whites of their eyes. Why, when confronted with a heretofore unknown icon, did we surrender the wall to the Alliance? Because my honored father, in his infinite wisdom, has not seen fit to grant us leave to march on their lands. Accordingly, we have extended an invitation to our neighbors. Gir Abania is where we shall host them. the field upon which we shall enjoy the sport of kings. Patience is paramount. Cornered animals may have spirit, but they are ultimately predictable and very poor sport. But if one dangles the promise of freedom before them while nipping at their heels to stoke their passion, then things become interesting. It is a delicate dance, one which asks much of my hounds. And so I put the question to you, my fellow huntsman. How shall we deal with these savages?
It's coming from the main savage himself. Nobody won't be the one to give that wrong answer.
My lord, I have a proposal.
Silence, Alamegan! You do forget yourself! Only by the grace of Lord Van Baelsar were you afforded a place here, and that in name alone. We have no need of your proposals, savage.
And watch you get cut to... Speak.
This savage yearns to hunt her own. The floor is yours, Commander.
Thank you, my lord.
Personally, I was hoping Xenos would cut him down just to be like, you talking all this shit, yet you're not proposing any ideas? I personally was hoping for him to be cut down. But that never came. Right then, I got my duties to attend to. I happy to assist you with said duty. You are here to help after all. The three of you have been busy, so I will understand. If you require time to rest, if not, however, it would seem sensible to assist our allies with their preparations. We'll be grateful for any help you can offer. If you ask around, I'll guarantee you won't want for work. Beeves is certain he has seen you somewhere before. Okay. I beg your pardon. The woman who bested Gaius Van Baelsar wishes to offer me her assistance? I say, this is highly unregular, though I have heard it said you had a penchant for aiding the common man, in which case, before the occupation I was a humble historian. While my duties may leave me scarce time for aught else, I think it important that these momentous events be recorded for the benefit of future generations. Primary sources are indispensable, and I'm mind to question a number of my fellow freedom fighters, asking their motives for taking up this cause and so forth. You may take down their statements in this law, and Cynder, thank you for your service, now and after. And this is basically busy quest because we gotta wait, because we gotta pass time and make it seem like, oh, time has passed, while nothing is actually happening. So yay for busy work. God, busy work in school, busy work everywhere else. I was just a cook before all this. Simple fare, really. I had a chance to lend a hand and help feed some refugees one day. Took a liking to the fighters. They believe, and there's always needs for cooks. Or at least people who can work with whatever their forging parties turn up. You want to help, do you? Seeing as how I'm in no position to lead the stewing parts on the team, could you go ask Tibet for a variety of herbs, 6 sprigs or so of whatever you got on hand should suffice. It's not as hazardous as it may seem. Depending on the recipe, it doesn't really matter what you add. So long as you add something, I'll be here when you get back. Alright, time to ride my motorcycle. But yeah. I mean, I don't know if y'all had busy teachers that handed out like busy work where it was just like, okay, whatever. The not battle mating is not one to be trifled with. You look like Strider in search of comrades in need. If so, I have a task for you. I am a trainer, and I was told to expect new recruits this day. Yet nary one has come. Perhaps they were given the wrong time or location? I do not know. The number 5 in all. These would-be warriors, send them unto me, should you chance to find them. Alright, where are you? Why? Why indeed? To save lives, perhaps? Or to make amends for the ones I couldn't? My father and my brothers worked to death when building a castrum. What did it matter to the Gallians, eh? Nor where that luck came from. After that, I couldn't keep on going, doing nothing. One recruit. I know I'm late, but I had to say a prayer for my sister first, after what the Imperials did to her. Death was mercy. And see, that's another thing I don't, that pisses me off about Garlemald. It's like, they cry out, you killed our own, you did this, you did that. Y'all probably did just as bad as we did, if not worse in some cases. And then you come, and when Rick comes due and find out that it's time to pay the piper for your evil deeds, y'all start crying foul. Like I said, war is a thing that belongs sorely to the mind of humans, it seems. Aren't you the Icon Slayer? Damn, if I knew you would be bothering past someone like me, why I joined the Resistance? Simple. If I wasn't fighting for Alamigo, I'd be fighting for the Empire. You're either with them or not, and if you're with them, you may as well make the most of it. Food, training, citizenship. If you live long enough, you'll die stealing someone else's land. Like it's not. But that's the choice. But me, I'd rather die here. Like, he's not wrong. It's like, you join the Garleans, one or two things are going to happen. One, you're either going to become high enough level where you're going to be stealing people's land, or you're going to end up dead. Those are one of the two choices. The teacher calls for me. I see. We were discussing strategies for disabling magic technology, you see. Yes, of course. There's no time. If you would excuse me. But yeah, like, Garlemald cries foul when someone hits them, but when they're hitting other people, it's alright. It's just a notion of humanity, I guess. But it gets annoying when you just see it so much. Herbs? Is it? 6 sprigs of whatever on that? Right, I can't spare that much. You'll take 2 and be glad for it. The remainder you'll have to gather yourself. Shouldn't be too much trouble. Too much of a bother though. You'll be surprised what you can find going underfoot, even in the reach. And running things. But yeah. There has to be something over here. Wayward Brothers. Yo. Anybody else in here? Oh, there you are. Oh, bugger. He was sent by the snake, weren't you? I heard 1 in 4 recruits doesn't live through their training. That can't be true, right? Oh, bugger. Oh, bugger. And we get to hosing down the new recruits. Yep. Everybody knows you gotta haze the new recruits. You gotta make them feel scared and a little like, oh yeah, it's gonna be much worse than it really is. While they're having panic attacks and they're like, oh god, I'm gonna die, aren't I? This is the end for me. All dramatic and like. Boarding recruit. 8,000 pardons. So preoccupied was I by the question of whether Alamigos should be a monarchy or a republic that I neglected to attend my training. I'm silly. I know. Until we drive the Imperials from our land, the question is moot. Gas of green. favorite herbs. There we go. Okay, time to ride. But yeah, so here I am gathering orbs and things like that. And we could be sticking it to the Garleans. Oh god. That's whack English. Or Eosian, okay, just making sure everything's not there. Ah, there's the fire user. Huh? Train? Ah! I was so busy practicing to impress the others that I completely forgot. Thank you! That's one done. And here comes that wall. Nothing there. And here they are. But yeah, there is a lot to be desired for the Garlemont. Our recruits are present and accounted for. My thanks to you, Strider. Not all appreciate the rigor which I train my recruits. Some favor a gentle approach, as if the Imperials would be so kind. 'Tis a thankless job to teach some things. But I say their survival is thanks enough. Fare ye well. Okay, so we're looking for like a tree or something. I think that's supposed to be on like the very edge. Alright, we haven't wanted to die pumpkin yet. There it is. Ah, great. A controller stick. There we go. And there's the herb. go. Yeah. So here we go. But yeah, so this is just... I forgot this was even back here. But yeah, so... Well met, Cynder. Have you spoken with the Freedom Fighters as I asked? Yes, I have. Here's a log of everything. Fascinating. They are very. You have a knack for convincing others to bare their hearts to you. I could not have done better myself. Many years from now, with these tempestuous times passes into memory, their accounts will serve as a window into the struggle. We must never forget, my friend. Never. Ah, there you go. There you are. Got those herbs I asked for? Thanks, that'll do nicely. And sorry to impose upon you. Yes. Thought you were another new recruit. Didn't realize till after you were, But to answer the question, the problems on your mind, yes, it's always like this. Never enough food or supplies to go around. All the more reason to be grateful when our countrymen can spare some for the cause. Though that comes at a cost too. Too many villages, too many children, more devastating than us. But a man can't fight on an empty stomach, can he? So we partake. We must, and we never lose sight of the dream. Alright, we'll do a token of faith here real quick. I was already heading for it subconsciously, wow. Alright. Damn it all! Where could it gone to? Oh, pardon me, fellow lover of freedom and justice. Just haven't seen a ward of the Destroyer anywhere, have you? Maybe on the ground, as if a certain bloody fool had dropped it? Aye, I be him. I had it this morning, that much I know for certain, and I've not left the reach since, so it's gotta be around here somewhere. If you got a moment to spare, would you be willing to help me search? I spent some time near the Temple of Fists earlier, so it might be there. As for me, I'll look around near the office pavilion. They are hardly rare, I know, and I could just easily buy another, but even so, please help me find it. Okay, that felt weird. So yeah, let's go get this medallion, this little trinket of his, and continue on. Ba boom, ba bing. But yeah, so, oh, there he is. Yo. Here you go. I swear, I searched high, low, but it just won't turn up. There you go. 7 hells. That's the one. That's my lucky ward. You're a godsend, sister. Before I was born, my mother made a pilgrimage to the Temple of the Fists, where she, like many others, received the blessing of the monks. And then Theodor Thoric came and burned it all down to the ground, the mad bastard. And after him came the Garleans, who cared even less for our beliefs. But I still keep to the old ways, as do many others. When my son is born, I'll teach him the stories and the scripture as my mother taught me. Okay, Alphino has been making himself useful to the Resistance. And with that, another task is completed. Cynder, I hear you've been keeping busy. Aye, that she has, and we thank her for it. It pleases me to inform you that our newest recruits have completed their initial training, and stand ready to contribute. Wow, it's only been, what, a couple of hours, and they're already willing to sacrifice their lives? All right. As discussed, Manago and I would have you present my proposal for an assault on Cynder A to General Adan personally. Of course, sir. Are you and yours planning to return to Kasum Oris before the operation? And so, why don't we travel together? That seems a fine suggestion, but I must consult my comrades ere we depart. Very well, I will wait for you at the pass, but not too long. I expect Cryo and your Stoa will wish to remain here to support the Trojans. But nevertheless, we should go ask them. Yes, we should go ask them. Because it's always a considerate thing to do. But yes. Let us continue onward. with the hypocritical Garleans and everyone else. It's Optimus. I see. I will explain the sudden flurry of activities outside. The joint operation marks a turning point in our conflict with the Garleans. For the first time, the Resistance and the Alliance shall go on the offensive and attempt to capture an Imperial outpost in occupied territory. Personally, I believe it is imperative that we offer them our full support, as was the case with Isgard. However, this is not a choice to be made lightly, nor less on others' behalfs. This is war, and every scion must decide what part he or she were to play. I'll fight for our amigo, for my father, for Yida. I'm in it to the end. The choice was made for us ere we were born, brother. When the Empire marched on Eorzea, they will stop at nothing to subjugate or slaughter us all. Van Balzar and Van Darnus were but the first to try. And though your fever is surprising, I cannot dispute your logic. At the risk of repeating myself, I am, of course, the same mind. The present situation is untenable and further complicated by the existence of Ilbar's Primal. I believe we have no recourse but to directly and openly intervene. I thought this a foregoing conclusion. On our actions thus far, but if you require renewed affirmation, then yes, I am still wholly committed to this cause, for it is ultimately the same self-cause I have served since I first pledged to serve Master Louis Soir and the Circle of Knowing, the salvation of Eorzea by any means necessary. That said, I shall refrain from taking the field on this occasion. There are many here who require further treatment, and doubtless more to come after. I came here from Ephilia, and that hasn't changed. I like to stay with Yestola for now and tend to the wounded. As for you, Cynder, you are, to quote our dear friend, Lord Almet, the woman who slew Gaius Manbalza and some half-dozen primals. Besides, your presence will prove the difference between victory and defeat. Many look to you as a hero, and heap great expectations upon your shoulder. But you, like every scion, must decide for yourself. As long, like personally, Cinder's like, I'll fight. Like she understands there's evil and there's greater evil, but she understands this isn't my fight. This isn't her fight, to be frank. It's not her fight, and she doesn't really want to fight this, so. But she understands that it's like, I see, while it pains me to hear you speak thus, I am grateful for your candor. There was a time when you would have kept such thoughts to yourself. Take care of your Stola, Krile, and do not hesitate to contact us should you require assistance. Lise, I would ask you to remain here by Comrade's side. We should go, or Manago will leave without us. May I persuade you to join us, Cynder? Should you wish to give your decision further consideration, Cuff from Orange would seem an apt place to do it. You need not answer right away. I'm sure you can convince Manago to wait a little longer. Because technically this isn't really our war. We really do not have any stake in this. Yeah, we have opposed the Garleans because, yeah, they needed us at that point in time, but like I said, this isn't our war. Cynder feels like, yeah, don't get her wrong, she understands, yeah, the Garleans are a threat and they need to be taken care of, but at the same time, she doesn't want to be a part of it anymore. So will you be accompanying us? So you will be accompanying us. Full glad I am to hear it. All set? Excellent. Then let us be off. Before we do anything else, I need to see if we can just teleport right there, because I don't remember. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, we can just teleport. Welcome back, comrades. What news? Greetings, generals. I come at Commander Kemp's behest to brief you on the latest developments at the Reach. Our recruitment efforts have exceeded expectations. In addition to welcome many motivated young Alamegans, our ranks have both moved by the arrival of a number of experienced veterans, thanks in large part of the efforts of the Scions. As a consequence, we are now able to field half a dozen new units, with more being trained as we speak. Good. I gather Conrad is eager to strike while the iron is hot. Just so, General. He proposes that we begin preparations for a joint operation to capture Castile and Vadon. Capture Wilhelm? That would be easy. It will, however, be necessary if we are to ever push east towards the capital. There is no profit in delay. It is only a matter of time before the Garleans learn of our plans and summon reinforcements. The Alliance hereby accepts Commander Kemp's proposal. Tell him to take no chances. Bring every able-bodied Alamegan who can wield a weapon. Pippin, I want Vadon and watch. Assess its defenses. Every fortress has a weakness, and I would like to know this one. If there is no objection, General, might the Scions join Martian Tarpon? By all means. If that is all, let us be about it. Conrad and the General are of one mind, it seems. I only wish I could say the same. Well, this aggressive strategy may well profit us in the end. What losses will we suffer in the meantime? Anyway, we should speak with the Vice Marshal about this reconnaissance mission and see how he would like to proceed. And I'm going to be right back. I'm going to take a break real quick, get me some more water and stuff, and I'll be right back. You know the things, take your cat out, let your dog out, go use the bathroom, do all the good things, grab yourself a snack, and we will be right back. Alright, we are back. And here we go. Pippin. Thank you for volunteering to join me. This should be a fairly straightforward reconnaissance mission, so long as we don't have the ill fortune to run afoul of an Imperial patrol. Come on. Come, our destination is beyond East End, just north of Danya. But yeah, here we go. Come on. Uh-oh. But yeah, so there's not much going on. Okay. But yeah, so we're basically just going to be doing this stuff until the new DLC or the Into the Light starts. Can I go this way? No, I have to go this way. And we have to kill this guy because he had to just be like, yo, I'm going to be angry at you because I can't. There we go. Several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside significant time. Well, good thing we are going to have a significant time.
Excellent. The disposition of the Imperial forces is exactly as expected. I will notify Father. Cannon fire! Where did it come from?
Smoke! There! Is that... Oh, gods, it's Ralga's Reach.
I like how she said that so calmly.
It's no use. I think someone's jamming our communications.
You don't think... Could this be part of a coordinated attack?
Too early to draw conclusions. We must abort the assault and return to the Reach at once. Traitor! Kinslayer!
You're no kin of mine!
Please, you have every right. I give you permission to final heavens her.
Hells take you!
Oh no, Venus joined the party.
Well, well. Stand aside, Pilus. This one has promise.
Have a care, my lord. She's not like the others.
Do not disappoint me, girl, or I will kill you.
Seven hells! It's him! It's Xenos!
The Viceroy? Oh, you are a dead man! Ah!
So spirited, and yet so empty.
Yastola, you really gotta stop with these last-minute shields!
Ah, a magical barrier. Alas. It will not save you.
How?
Once again.
Yastola!
These last-minute barriers! You are using 9...
Hold the line, Byrolga! Hold...
You did not... Oh, see, this is why I don't like her. I don't like her no matter what. If she...
Kryl!
Alphino!
We saw the smoke and thought we heard explosions. Are we under attack?
The Imperials were all over us before we realized what was happening. No one knew where to run or what to do. It was chaos. Lise and Master Kemp rallied the guards and bought us enough time to get some of the wounded to safety, but I haven't seen either of them since.
Well, one just got taken out.
Confound it! If we lose the Reach, this will all have been for naught.
Arenvold, can you escort these people to the wall?
Aye, sir.
Our place is at the Reach. We must offer such aid and succor as we are able. Saving lives is now our paramount concern.
If we can hold back the Imperials until Father sends reinforcements, we may yet turn the tide.
I'll join you. I've done all I can for these people, and you'll be crying out for a healer in there.
I fear you're right. Come, there is no time to lose.
Yo, get off this man.
It's all over now.
I ain't got no time for this. Get off of me. The Imperials came from nowhere. Start cutting people down left and right. Reinforcements all over the place. Spread the word. We should keep moving. Found it. Nothing for it but to fight. Well, we're fine. It's a bloodbath.
For the glory of the flames!
Leave these poor people alone. Oh, we actually do meet the wolf people early. I didn't know when we actually met them. It can't end here. It won't end here. Not as long as I'm breathing. Oh, I didn't want to kill these fuckers all the time.
Rebel scum!
I can take your attack and keep attacking these fuckers at the same time. I'm not like, I know they just playing the best hand they got, but God forbid I don't like that. Now it's your turn, bitch. Oh, I'm going to enjoy this way more than I could. Motherfucker, I am the warrior of light. Got it memorized?
What took you so long?
Alpha, no, I need your help!
My lord, the prisoners!
See to your men, Pylus.
As you command, my lord.
Your friends were a disappointment. But you will entertain me, will you not?
Alright, boys and girls. First time facing Xenos, let's put him in the dirt.
Yeah!
As one!
I have no need.
Be gone!
Ah, crap.
Give me something to remember.
Come on.
Weak!
Oh, okay. This is going to hurt. Ooh,
Don't stop now.
Yeah! Weak! Weak! Yeah!
Pathetic.
Get back here. We ain't done yet.
Seven hells.
Shall we give chase, General?
Nay. There has been enough death this day. See to the wounded.
Aye, sir.
I want to beat that. That was basically the Green Power Ranger facing off against the original Power Rangers. Complete curve stomping. Yeah, we got a couple of licks in on him, but it wasn't nothing compared to what he did to us.
You all right, lass?
I just got my ass handed to me. And then my pride may have taken out.
'Tis no ordinary foe could best the likes of you.
I'm going to need a new gun blade. You probably broke mine.
Don't you die on me, Ashola! Hold on!
Don't worry, it's going to be all right. Alphino, Master Kemp is all yours.
Understood.
Don't just stand there gawping. Hold her down while I work.
I don't know what to do with this. I'm not a healer in this dimension, in this reality.
The worst is past, but without the proper facilities, I can do no more.
Master Kemp too would be better served in the infirmary. Let us take them there without delay.
Give us a hand, would you, Lise?
Of course.
I know you must be exhausted, but there will be others who need our help. Leave these two to us and look to the other wounded.
Faith in the wounded, Cynder. If they live, help them. If not, man, that, like I said, that was the Green Power Ranger curve stomping everybody else. He was already cold when I got to him. If not, I could do. You best take it to Conrad. I know this music does not fit right now. This Anaga, Nefret, where are you? This is... He's dead, isn't he? Mifrid was a warrior, always thinking about others before himself. He once had an Imperial patrol chase him nigh on 20 moms so that his wounded would have time to escape. His comrades loved him for it. Of course, though, that only made him worry more. Did you know that he sent his men in Cornwall away because he thought they were fighting for him and not the cause? Aye. Well, he did. The only life he was willing to risk was his own, you see. But that's exactly the kind of man who should be a leader. The kind of man who deserves to survive. Not an old fool who's all used up. There's no logic in it, Massacre. There never is. Who stands, who falls, in the heat of battle, we can but do our best as he did. Mifrid will be sorely missed, aye. But because of his sacrifice, many now live who would otherwise would not. And they need us, now more than ever. Aye, that they do. Forgive me, I had high hopes for him, is all. Our defeat was no mere thing. It was total, a humiliation. We were powerless to withstand our enemy's assault, but we cannot afford to dwell on our failures. As Alphinaud said, it is those who survive whom we must think of now. Rauger's Reach is no longer safe. The Imperials may have withdrawn, but they could return at any time to finish what they began. We dare not remain here. Those who are not fit to make the journey to Castrum Orens will need to be taken by chocobo carriage. Agreed? Good. I shall oversee the preparations of carriages. In the meantime, I would have you scour the infirmary for any supplies that might prove useful during the journey. Forgive me, but it's imperative that I continue preparing medicines for the wounded. If you desire treatment, I must ask you to seek it elsewhere. I'm not here for treatment. Oh, I see. In that case, you are free to search the barber and take what you require. I will not have for people dying en route. I will assist you, but this process demands my undivided attention. Alright. Miss Marcel Tarpin said you might have something for me. 12 be praised. This to put the driver's heart at ease. Tell the Vice Marshal we await his orders. Thank you, Cryo. I'll walk alongside. They'll need protection in case the Garleans try anything. Hang on. You're injured too, aren't you? So you'd be on one of the carriages? I'm not so frail that I can't make the trip on my own. Besides, there's still work to be done here. I'll see you at the wall when it's finished. As you wish. Let us set forth at once. We shall move as quickly as our comrades' health allows. The Castrum Orange. Divide and conquer. Conrad is a man struggling to cope with a bitter reality. He saved a good many men, and I cannot thank you enough for that. But the fact remains our forces were decimated, and this state will not be able to mount. Will not be mounting an assault on Castleburn or anywhere else. We need to be honest with ourselves about our prospects. But first, we need to put our affairs here in order. Afterwards, I'll join you all at Castrum Orange. Understood. We'll go and speak with General Allen. And that's... Oh, so that's just a campus. Oh, no, okay. Off the field. There will be a reckoning, mark my words. Oh, you are not wrong, Snake Lady. There will be a reckoning. And I am going to enjoy every minute of it. Pippin has already departed with the movement, has he? Good. We have completed our search of Reach and the surrounding area. As far as we can tell, Minos and his men returned straight ways to Specula Imperius. After quitting this place, it seems he lost interest in us. Which brings us to the most troubling question of all. Not how he found us, but why he chose to spare our lives having done so. In war, you kill or capture your enemy. You don't leave him to fight another day. Only a fool would turn his back and look away. But Xenos is no fool. Whatever his motive, this is neither the time nor the place to think on it. I will leave a token for us to watch over the reeds. The rest will fall back to Castrum Orange. We can discuss our path forward there. What a pain in the ass that was. Kraulo's wrist was stolen. She still hasn't woken up. But Kraus said she's through the worst. Given the severity of her wound, we could have hoped for no more. Let us pray that she makes full recovery. We lost a lot of good people, didn't we? I saw it happen when the Skrulls commander cut down Mifrid. A single blow. That was it. Everything he fought for, all his hopes and dreams for the future, gone in an instant. And do you want to know the worst part? It wasn't a Garlean who did it. It was an Alamegan. God help me if I ever... No, not now. Not while the general is waiting. Oh, Reese.
Were it not for the swift actions of the Scions and the Alliance, many more would have died. You risked your lives to save ours, and for that we thank you.
There is no need for thanks. We are allies, are we not?
Aye, just so. Let us not dwell on this tragedy, but look to the future.
The future? I'm sorry, General, but there is no future for us. We've lost too many. Gods, I can still see Mefrid with that woman standing over him. They've ripped the heart out of us, General. They've broken us. Our fight is over.
Master Kemp, please.
I'll always hate them with every fiber of my being. For what they took from us then and now. Our homeland, our freedom, our bloody children.
You mean the Skulls? The youths who fight for Xenos?
Crania Lupi, the Black Wolf's legacy and our shame. A unit made up of children born to Alamegan dignitaries who came of age during the occupation. Sons and daughters of Gir Abania, raised to be proud citizens of the Empire, with all the rights and responsibilities that entails. It'd be easy to curse them and call them traitors. But they're our children. Our flesh and blood. If the only way to forge the future we want is to cut down our own, then...
Then what was it all for?
Nargo?
What will you say to the families of the fallen? To the mothers, and the widows, and the orphans? Will you tell them it was all for nothing?
Listen to the girl. We dare not suffer our comrades' sacrifices to have been in vain. Now is the time to steel our resolve and press on, painful though it may be.
And when Xenos comes back with his army, what then? This isn't the first time, you know. You'll be hard-pressed to find men brave or stupid enough to face him again.
I still can't believe how strong he was. He humiliated us back there. The Warrior of Light included. Gods help us if he's next in line to the Garlean throne.
Loath though I am to say it, we should not be surprised. Before succeeding Van Baelsar in Alamigo, Xenos led the Imperial army to Doma, where he crushed the rebellion utterly. As a matter of fact, Doma remains in his charge to this day. Suffice it to say, Varys' heir is a peerless warrior and an accomplished general. The question is, how are we to contend with such a foe?
We take the fight to Doma.
Interesting. You are suggesting we kindle the flames of revolution in Doma once more and force Xenos to fight a war on two fronts?
For that, there would need to be someone left to fight on this front by the time you got back. Look, I'll not deny the plan as promised, and I feel for our brothers and sisters in Doma, truly I do. But I fear we lack the strength to see it through.
Well, it's a good thing you got me.
Have faith in your people, Master Kemp. Them and the Scions. Hold fast, rebuild, and when all is in place, we shall defeat Xenos together.
If you're going to Doma, I'm coming too. I want to help our friends there, and make sure nothing like this ever happens again.
Give us the time we need, and we will give you something far greater.
Very well. For all you have done for us, we will fight on. But be swift, comrades. Alamigo has suffered enough.
And I will be right back. I gotta take care of something real quick, so we'll go finish this quest up, and I'll be right back. So, small little break in between. And I've been streaming for going on 2 hours and almost 30 minutes. So we will be back, and we will continue until we hit the 3-hour mark, and maybe we'll go for the extra 30 minutes. I don't know. And we're back. We got a long road ahead of us, but it all begins with the first step. We'll stay in reach and rebuild. We'll reinforce our defenses, and if they come again, we'll be ready. Where men go as one, there is life, and where there is life, there is a cause to hope. Our grandfather believed that, and so do I. But before we can forge ties with our friends in the Far East, we must first find a way to reach them. Arthur is not exactly over the river and through the woods. Well, we're not going to Grandma's house. I am one step ahead of you, dear sister. Or Tataru is. But before we discuss that, there is another issue I wish to address. Much as I would like if we could all make this journey together, someone will need to remain to serve as liaison to the Alliance and Resistance during this critical period. Moreover, as your story cannot be left uncontained, then I should obviously remain. Very well, issue addressed. You know, Alphino, it would have been quicker just to ask, and markedly less patronizing. Yes, I suppose. Would you be willing to look after your Stola and provide support to Aranville and the others? Yes, Alphino, I would. You see, that wasn't so hard, was it? Enjoy your trip, and don't you dare return with a gift. I would dream of it. Right, then. Sister, Cynder, Elise, gather your things. We are for Limsa Laminza. Oh wait, I can just do the return function. But yeah, so and here we are. What am I speaking to? Oh, pretty good. And here we go. Wait, I'm wrong. Place. Tataru should be here at any moment with our ship's captain. So we're going by sea after all. Is Nibwood lending us our pick of the Crimson Fleet? Not exactly. You are right, in as much as we will be traveling by sea, incredibly, it is simply not feasible for an airship to travel such a distance without possibly large fuel reserve, to say nothing of the inevitability of running out of fuel, running afoul of the Empire's aerial defenses. But this is equally infeasible to sail an Eorzean Alliance vessel halfway around the world without the Empire taking notice, which leaves us the only other option. Speak of the devil. Sorry to keep you waiting. May I present to you Captain Cullen of Kraken's Arms. The Kraken's Arms? Don't tell me you made a deal with pirates. Greetings and salutations, scions. I take it from your comrade's tone that you no longer wish to proceed with our proposed arrangement. Not at all, Captain. Pray forgive my sister, her outburst. She has been one to speak her mind. I, on the other hand, am the very soul of discretion, as many well-respected personages would attest, from the officers of the Admiral to the high houses of Isgard. Ah, but where was I? Oh yes, the scions of the Seven Daughters do indeed still wish to employ your services. However, it is important that you are aware of certain extenuating circumstances. Blah 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 blah. And intent on securing passage to the Far East. He came to us, knowing us to be proud purveyors of said region's finest spices, which you steal from God-fearing merchants out on the high seas. However, privateering the Kraken Arms may or may not engage in is strictly within the limits of the law set forth by our infallible keeper of the peace. More to the point, we are pagamists. I see considerable risk in aiding your cause and natural profit. Oh, I for one think the captain has a point. The five seas can be extremely treacherous, and many a poor unfortunate soul has come to grief out of there on the waves. Why, when we were in Isgard, I heard the tragic tale of how the heir to House Durham vanished at sea. Even now, nearly 20 years later, the poor count remains convinced that his son still lives and would pay a sultan's ransom for news of his whereabouts. Truly a tragedy for the ages, and a testament to the misfortune that may befall us should we act without due consideration. But so long as you are prepared to abide the capricious winds of fate, I will oblige you this once. Though said in light of recent rebellion, I trust you understand that I cannot deliver you to Doma itself. I could take you only as far as Kugane, and we will require time to procure significant provisions. Make ready your departure. I humbly suggest you do the same. Sometimes you gotta play dirty. That's one thing I like about Tataru. She knows how to play dirty. Suddenly, all those hours Tataru passed while capering at the Forgotten Isles seemed rather better spent, do they not? That said, I had intended to press the point more obliquely, and there was something disconcerting about the pleasure Tataru took in making the cat squirm. Yeah, that's the evil Lalafell setting here. What are we getting from here? Bending. So it's basically the same thing, but with skill speed instead of determination. I say we heed the captain's advice and attend to our own preparations while they ready the vessel for departure. Tataru and I will procure the necessary supplies. Alize, I should be grateful if you use the time to brief Orianji on recent developments. You may also wish to review the relevant safety procedures in the event of an emergency at sea. How very prudent of you. Very well, I shall go speak with him. What of Cynder and Lise? I would like the two of you to return to Revian's Toll and speak with our Doman allies. I fear we know too little of their homeland, and any information they can provide will be most welcoming. When we have completed our respective tasks, we will convene here at the ferry docks. Agreed? Sounds like a plan. Let's go, Cynder. Time to go back to Raven's Toll. There's Lise. Well, we're here. Here we are. We'll need to talk to lots of people, so I think we should split up. I'll ask around the House of Splinters. You take the Rising Stones. I'll meet you here after. Got it? You are truly planning to travel to Doma. I do not know what to say. Forgive me, I shall aid you the best of my ability. Ours is a beautiful land nestled on the eastern coast of Orphan, along the banks of the One River. Our nation thrived, proud and free, until the Garleans came 25 years ago. The river was our lifeblood, free to travel and to fish, but travel was soon restricted, and now the river belongs to none. Greetings, Cynder. What brings you to the Toll this eve? What? You are for Doma. Heavens. You scions have shown us not kindness, but never in my wildest dreams did I imagine you would fight for our homeland. For 25 years we suffered under their tyranny. And then we spied an opportunity, the Emperor dead, Garlemald in chaos. It seemed the time was ripe. Beneath our Lord's banners we gathered and fought to reclaim our nation. But when Xenos arrived with the 12th Legion, it was over in an instant. What is it, my friend? You look as though you have something to ask. That you go to join Yagirian Gozetsu in the fight fills me with such joy. Forgive my exuberance. You require information, yes? Well, we of the Najik clan have served Doma faithfully for generations. My ancestors held positions within Doma's castle. Now it is the home to the Imperial Vice Witch and her host of men and magic tech. To think that which was once a shining symbol of our heritage and the seat of our dear Lord Kain has become a den for Garlean dogs. There you are. Learn anything interesting? The older Domans I spoke with try to teach me all about the far eastern customs and the importance of formality and politeness. I like to think Eosa can be just as stiff and spiffy as anyone, especially its guardians. But anyway, did you know they eat with sticks? Wasn't all that hard, actually, or at least that's what I thought until they told me I was holding them wrong. And then when I spoke with the younger Domans, they just rolled their eyes and told me it was all a load of stupid old. Wow. What you learned sounds a lot more useful. Unless someone invites us for dinner, of course. I hope they do. Same here, Lee. Same here. And we can probably get maybe one more question in. No point waiting around here, is there? We should head back to Limsa. Alphino said to meet at the ferry docks, I think. Yeah, we still got time. We got time for probably maybe one more quest. And then go and end it there. You returned, Cynder. I trust you learned much from our Doman friends in Revenantol. I'm eager to hear all, though that can wait till we have left port. We will have enough time to talk on our journey to Kagane. Our spice trading friends have completed their preparations. Assuming you have completed yours, you may inform the deckhand that we are ready to depart. All set, lass? I'll see you to the ship if so.
"12 be praised. Full sure was I that I had come too late."
Urianger! Tell me you haven't come all this way just to see us off.
Nay, my lady. Ere you quit these shores for eastern climes, I wished to share some words of seeming import. Look ye where the sun doth rise. See crimson embers, darkening skies. Look ye where the sun doth fall. See azure lost amidst the squall.
Write that down! Write that down!
Well, that sounds suitably foreboding. Another one of your prophecies, I presume?
Of far eastern origin, aye. It is mine earnest hope that this ancient wisdom may serve to guide you on your journey. For what dangers lie in wait for you upon those distant shores are yet beyond my knowing.
Oh, a parting gift befitting your roundabout ways. Thank you.
I have more than words for you, my lady.
It's beautiful. Is it for me?
Though undeniably powerful, your ethereal blade taxeth you greatly in the wielding. Not so this rapier, which shall serve you just as well against all but the most formidable foe.
Impressive. It feels as though it's attuned to my ether. I shall treasure it.
Honored guests, say your farewells, for the moment of our parting draws nigh. A fair wind blows, and I mean to follow it.
It would seem our ship is set to sail. Pray give my regards to Thancred and the others. And
A fine day, is it not? Fair winds and following seas. The Misery is enjoying herself. Nevertheless, it would not do for you to spend the entirety of our voyage above deck. Let me show you to your quarters.
Is it supposed to do that?
Not under normal circumstances.
You're on the ship.
Captain! You're needed on deck! Something queer's afoot. The winds died down, the waters went still, and all of a sudden, we were dragged off course.
Dragged? By what?
Can't rightly say, sir. But some of the lads are muttering about seeing things in the water. Things that shouldn't be there.
Oh, for the love of... If you will excuse me a moment. Actually, might I persuade you to join me? Loath though I am to admit it, I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh, you and me both, brother. You and me both. You're right. This is eerie. It's just like everything just stopped. Owned. Most owned. Well, do you have any idea what's going on? No. As the man said, despite the absence of winds and current, Misery is somehow being pulled off course. Well, why not follow up the cerulean engines you have hidden below? An excellent suggestion is a knowledge you should not have, unless our engines were to be malfunctioning for reasons that my engineers are present. I'm telling you, Captain, it's them things the lad saw. Things? I don't suppose I could convince you to attempt something more descriptive. An adjective, perhaps? See, with superstitions and fairy tales, not more. But you must know the things which is so sent to name are the souls of deceased women said to lure sailors to their deaths. Sirens. Preposterous! Yes, indeed. If it's neither the sea nor the weather which was responsible, there's probably a predatory entity of some sort, perhaps a siren of some sort. For all we know, it could be a fellow spice trader employing magic to seize and plunder passing vessels. Regardless, we have but one recourse, to let the current take us where it will, and deal with whatever we find there. He's like, oh god, I don't like this. What a thought-provoking suggestion. Oh, I'm beginning to like you, girl. Once we arrive at our destination, my crew shall remain with the ship to defend it while we venture forth to deal with the cause of our troubles. Then it is settled. I know not what awaits us, but it will rue the day it reeled us in. And this is, I think this is the, technically second dungeon. Yep, the Siren Song series now accessible. And we will pick up with that next time. Because I have done 3 hours like I usually do. I know I usually go a little bit over, sometimes 3 hours and 20 minutes. But today I do need to get some other stuff done. Like always, I've been me, you've been you, and this is a bye-bye.